Hello and good evening. It is Bprl PS4 Season 1 Round 16 and we are here at the United States of America track in Austin, Texas for the third final race. We have Abu Dhabi next and Brazil, the 18th and last track on the grid. So, for those of you who watched last week, you would have seen, well, you would have heard that we did think Q-Tip won the championship right at the death, but it's not done. He's got the lead. Warris Lander is no longer second place. It is this man here, SLR KV Line. He is the one man now keeping Q-Tip from winning the championship, and he'll need to definitely win this race and at least probably get the fastest lap, which he's got many fastest laps so far this season, KV Line. And unfortunately, Warris Lander, he is in third place now. He crashed out last week in Mexico. He's not making the race tonight, so that theoretically and mathematically puts him out of the title fight. So it's a two-horse race at the top between KV Line and Q-Tip. KV Line is going to be our first car to start a lap. And interesting enough, this isn't the only fight these two have. Racing Point and Haas are both in a fight for the Constructors' title as well. Haas currently leads 269 points, and Racing Point have caught up a lot in the last few races. KV Line and Spies have been doing very well, so Haas is on 269, Racing Point now only 10 points behind them on 259 points. So the Constructors is really all to play for, and Q-Tip is missing his teammate at the moment. We are due his teammate to join us, Tim Ventink. He will join us at some point. And there's Fishy crashed out. I believe Fishy's just crashed out. We've lost Fishy. This is his favourite track coming into this, and now he's already out. KV Line is coming through the third sector now. Will we see a good lap from the man challenging Q-Tip? He's looking good so far. He's definitely pushed it, no mistakes from what I can see, and it's a 132.1. Good time, but I believe we can get into the 131s here. Leroy has left the session. We need to try and get him back in. Ryan sets on 132.8. Coleman sets on 133.4. Spies, the other Racing Point, is coming round. What's he going to do? He's been improving his game recently as well, and he has gone fastest. First car into the 131, so it's a 131.6. We have not Sticku, but Elgos Bido. Oh, and he's messed up the last corner. Totally messed up the last corner. Not sure what's happened there, but he's going to try another lap. We have a Mercedes TTG Storm, currently out on the hards. This won't be one that's going to challenge for the top. It's a 134.9. Sticku has come across the line, it's an invalidation. And here he comes, the championship leader, Q-Tip, setting his first time. It's going to be a 133.5. I'm sure he'll be looking to improve on that. Who else is coming up to the line? We've got Gavin. He's done pretty well recently. He got a top 5 finish in Mexico, and he's just gone second fastest with a 131.9. AstraZeneca is coming round. I also believe that is Ryan coming round. No, it is Zero starting his flying lap. Is it Zero? No, it's not Zero. It's Ryan going again. Thank you everyone who has joined the stream already. Sorry, let me get out of the garage. Let's watch Ozone Zero. He's not currently on a lap, but we shall wait for him to get on one. Everyone watching currently, please do give me some predictions. Who's going to get pole? Who is going to finish on the podium? Who's going to win the race? Do let me know. I'll read some out, and it'll be interesting to see what people think. We do, yes, only have 15 tonight. Not a lot of people available tonight. Shout out to Stu, Disco Stu, who can't be with us tonight. His girlfriend's... Oh, sorry. Yeah, shout out to Disco Stu. His girlfriend's nan has passed away this evening, so my deepest condolences to him and his girlfriend, and I hope they can get through this troublesome time. So this race is going to be dedicated to those people there. But we do have a race to do. Ozone Zero, currently on his lap. He's about halfway around so far. What will the Renault driver be able to come up with? Okay, Fishy's commented. Let's just have a look quickly. Let's just have a look at what time Zero is going to post. He's on the soft. It goes at 132.1. Goes into 4th currently. I think Cam's just gone up to 6th. There's an Alfa Romeo of Colo Man. It's an invalidation. We have Ozone's teammate, Ryan. He's coming into the pits. Zinica is on a lap. You may have noticed Fiscal is in the wrong team. He is a Ferrari driver. He forgot to pick his car, so he hasn't changed teams. That's just what is going on right now. Let's stick with AstraZeneca, currently 9th. Ferrari team are in a fight with Alfa Romeo right now to finish. Where are they trying to finish? I believe they are fighting out for 5th or 6th. I think it's 6th place in the constructors. So there's 2 Ferrari drivers here today and only 1 Alfa, so could be a good chance for the Ferrari team. Yes, Fishy has asked for my podium predictions. Tough one today. Tough one. I think KV Light's just improved actually, 131.8 the racing points. just still going strong with the speed that they have. But I think Ryan might get the win today. I think KV Lion will just miss out on second. I think he'll get second. And I think Q-Tip will get third. That's my prediction. And I think KV will get pole. AstraZeneca, I didn't see if he improved there. We're still waiting to see Stiku. Tage Leroy hasn't rejoined, I do believe. Elgros Bido's just gone 7th. Let's Get Fiscal is on an outlap. So we're waiting on 3 times here right now. Fisky's on an outlap. Let's have a look somewhere else. Storm's on a lap. Storm's gone into the mediums now, so he's not on a lap though. Elgros has just done that. Gavin's gone pole, 131.5 provisional pole for Gavin. He's not letting these racing points have a lockout at the front. The racing points are going to have to come out once again if either of them want to be on that front row. Hello, Jimmy. Jimmy has joined the stream with us here. I'm not sure why I'm watching Gavin. Don't need to be watching Gavin right now. Ryan's invalidated. There's not many people on a lap. Let's Fiscal is though. So let's keep an eye on the Ferrari driver. Remember, Ferrari driver. He picked the wrong car. Tweet sending out, which is great. But let's get Fiscal. What can he do to do? As I said earlier, Ferrari in a fight for Alpha. So I'm sure they will be looking to get a decent amount of points. And even get one driver ahead of Cola, because that is the fight they need to focus on. And there you go, let's get Fiscal, 132.9. He is currently ahead of Cola Man, but we still have 4 minutes left. Ryan, oh dear, Ryan is out of the session. Oh, I should have gone on board with El Gross, no, with Stiku. Damn it. So it looks like Ryan has gone into the pit entrance wall from where it looks like he is on the track. So he is out of this race. Stiku is the last driver, I believe, to set a time. Taze hasn't rejoined. Fishy, I know you're watching the stream. If you can let me know if Taze is rejoining or if you can get him back in, that would be superb. Oh, and Cam's just gone 3rd fastest. Wow, Cam, the pace. And he's in between those racing points. Back to Stiku. He's still going. What can Stiku do? See, there's points here. This is the thing the drivers have got to be thinking today. There's less drivers here than normal. This is a great chance to get a decent amount of points. And Zero has now gone ahead of KV Line. Colo Man has gone ahead of Ryan. Stiku has gone 7th. He's gone ahead of Ryan as well. So Ryan quickly slipping down the order. And is KV Line coming back out? Will we see KV Line come back out? It's interesting. He's got to come out now, really, if he wants to get a lap in. We have got Spies and Elgros Speedo getting ready to do a final lap. And off they go. Oh, is that? That is KV Lion. He's going to have to bomb it around this track. He's not going to be able to waste any time. A few cars have come in. Cam's session is over. Zero's session is also over. Gavin, Spies, El Gross, Zinica, all still going. Q-Tip on an outlap. So I believe... Oh, is Gavin going to make it? Gavin may be the last car to make it for a timed lap. Spies is now... Oh, KV Line is looking for space. Does he have time to look for space though? Apparently we have a time glitch, so there's an extra bit of time in this session, about 20 seconds or so. Stiku is going to give it another last go. Fiscal doesn't have time. Elgros does. Storm is on a time. Q-Tip has just started his lap, down in 12th. He'll want to be much higher than that. Spies, here he comes. What's the lap time going to be? Gavin has retired. Gavin is out of the session. Spies goes fastest with a 1:31.3. Can anyone respond? Where is El Gross? Here he comes up to line. It's an invalidation. He's going to give it one more go though. KV Line starting that final lap. Extra Zinica has retired. So it's Stiku, Q-Tip, El Gross and KV Lion. We have 4 cars left to do a lap. And Spies is done. Yeah, Spies is definitely done. Let's go over to Stiku. Oh, KV Line's invalidated. KV Line's invalidated. He's not going to improve. So, Stiku or Q-Tip. And El Gross, I think, is gone as well. El Gross has gone, so it's Q-Tip. The championship leader. He's the last man who's going to set a time here. Can he compete with that top time? I don't think it's going to be quick enough. Can he improve from where he currently sits, though? He can by 1 position. Q-Tip starts in 11th. So, Spies is the pole sitter for the American Grand Prix. And not a result I was expecting. Not Spies. Spies is fast. Definitely a driver who's capable of getting pole, and he has done today. But look at that. We got Gavin, Cam, Zero. Not guys you always see in the top few spots. And KV Lion, Ryan, Q-Tip, Taze if he's coming back, Machine Fishy at the back. There's fast drivers in spots that you wouldn't necessarily think they'd be in come the end of this session. But that is that. Gavin, not happy with the sun. Couldn't see something at some point. I don't know why we're still waiting, because Q-Tip is finished. There we go. Session is over. And my tweet still hasn't sent. Right, let's run through the grid for the start of the American Grand Prix. We've got Spies on pole, Gavin alongside him in the front row. Then it comes Cam with a great time, just beating Zero. And then comes KV Line, Colo Man, Stiku, Ryan. Let's Get Fiscal. Elgros Speedo completes the top 10. Q-Tip 11th. 12th is Storm. 13th Extra Zinica. 14th Tage Leroy. And starting at the back is Machine Fishy. Gavin saying he can do faster than what he just did, saying that he could do a 30.8. But well done to Spice. Great lap. He will be starting on pole. And it's very sunny, so it doesn't look like we're going to get a mixed weather race. It looks like we're going to be in for a dry race. And to be fair, I'm not sure that there has been any wet races in America before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but off the top of my head, I think every race in America has been a dry race. So it's not a surprise to see that the sun is out here in Austin, Texas. And I can tell you, we run our daily poll on Twitter. Our Twitter is at Bprl PS4. We run a poll on the morning of the race, and we put 3 drivers in and an option for other, and we ask who everyone thinks is going to win this race. And the result of this poll is a complete tie. So KV Line with 27%, Fishy with 27%, and someone else was 27%, as in the option someone else. And Q-Tip got 20%. So, could KV Line get a 4th win in a row, or could Fishy stop his streak from the back? And we can confirm Tage Leroy will not be starting this race. He has not rejoined. But there is the teammate of Q-Tip. He's in a Ferrari, he's in the wrong car, he is a Haas driver, but Tim has made the race. That is very big news for the constructors fight today, and it will be very interesting to see how one goes. Let's have a look at the tyres. Right, starting on the mediums. Anyone in the mediums? Top 10 is also on mediums. So, medium to hard. Looks like a medium to hard for these guys. And soft to hard. They're going to have to try and use those softs for as long as they can. Just check that. Has my tweet sent out? I don't think it has. It has sent out. There we go. Awesome. So, as the cars make their way to the grid, will we be seeing the Drivers' Championship wrapped up today? Q-Tip currently out the points from. What will happen here in America? We have 5 lights, and we got light glitch, and away we go. Gavin gets a tremendous start, or so I think he did. He's having to defend, and oh, Cam is trying to squeeze down the middle. There's been a bit of contact. Gavin is found at the first. It's all got a bit of a squeeze going into turn 1. They're through the S's now. Oh, there's an Alfa Romeo of Colo Man going wide, and he's dropped down a few places because of that. Gavin, I think, again, is off. He is off. He's still going, though, which is good to see. Extra Zinica fighting with Storm. Tim already moving up with Fishy as well, and they're behind the championship leader. Fishy gone to the back school there. Maybe not. Oh, she has retired from the race. Early door retired twice in a row. And look at this, Tim and Fiscal going side by side here. And Tim has got the move done on Fiscal in his own car. Tim is in Fiscal's car and he's made the move on him. That's a hard one to take. Let's go back up to the front. So Spice still leads 0 up to 2nd place. Cam up to 3rd. KV Line in 4th. Ryan up to 5th. Pushed out a little bit. We've got a little bit of a gap forming between Ryan and the top 4. Spies sets the fastest lap. Any other moves being made further down? No. Gavin is still going. Good on him. I thought he might have got damaged, but it doesn't look like it. So Gavin is still in this race. You never know what could happen. So they're coming through the S's now. And KV Line, here he goes. He's having a look on Cam. Going up the inside. Cam now has the inside line. And KV Line is going to have to yield for now and wait for his chance to take that 3rd spot. But the longer he takes, the closer Ryan will get. He's now just within 1 second. Colo Man is making a move on Stiku. And he's made the move up the inside. Very nice move from the Alfa Romeo driver. And here is KV Line making that move on Cam. Look at the straight line speed. Oh, and Cam slightly touches the back of the racing point there. Got to be a bit careful. That could have ended badly. Oh, and Q-Tip. What's happened here? Q-Tip was making a move on Stiku, or I'm not sure if he was. But I think he was making a move on Stiku, and he's actually ended up behind Tim, his teammate. So the two Hasses trading positions here. And Tim is still having a look at the McLaren driver of Stiku, trying to see if he can work his way further up the field. Spice has got a nice healthy lead of 1.5 seconds. Zero has got 1.2 second lead over KV Line, so he's out of the DRS for now. He'll be looking to keep out the DRS, and Cam is going to have to do some more defending, as Ryan is the latest driver to get up behind that Toro Rosso. And Tim is also putting the pressure on Stiku. Stiku gets penalty. I think that's the first penalty of the race. And TTG Storm, and Tim's looking around the outside. Very well raced from the pair to not collide there. And Stiku's had to take a bad line through that corner, and he's got a terrible exit, and that's invited the championship leader of Q-Tip through there. He might have just hit the back of the Haas, but it seems okay. Storm has taken El Gross. What's happened to El Gross? El Gross has gone off somewhere. AstraZeneca has got past him. And look, Gavin is now very close to the back of this. Oh, KV Line's made a move. KV Line and Zero fighting for 2nd spot. And KV Line has got the move done. The Racing Points have taken control of the race. They mean business here today. Constructors, they want that Constructors. And it looks like Zero's going very wide. Has he got damage? He hasn't got damage. Any visible damage, that is. But he's got his teammate behind him. Gavin looks to have taken El Gros Bido to few of the last corners. Colo Man now the next driver to have a look at Cam. Cam's pace is falling off a bit. Maybe those softs are already done, 4 laps in, but he seems to be fighting away, and he's kept that move. Colo Man's had to back out. Sensible option, going side by side into the S's isn't going to happen. We've got a sector 1 yellow flag. Did Zinica go wide somewhere? Not sure, but he has picked up a penalty. That is something I can be sure about. Colo Man is being held up here by Cam. And that's not good for Colo Man, because Tim is on the back of him and he's got DRS. And now Tim is going to try and squeeze through the middle. Here he goes. Cam has lost the 2 places. Will Tim make the move? Will it be the double overtake? Coleman's defending, running outside. It's a good defence. He's now on the inside and he's gone wide. Tim's gone for the switchback. He's got a very good exit. He's now going to look for the double switchback. He's gone for it, and Tim has made that move. Brilliant racing from the Haas and the Alfa Romeo drivers. Great racing there from these guys. And Tim is up to 5th from starting 15th. That's not too bad if you ask me, and he's one Haas driver who's not ready to let these racing points take the lead of the constructors, as Cam is now fighting with Q-Tip. Cam is just dropping right now. He needs to make sure he's just setting sided laps here and not making mistakes like that one there, which is going to invite drivers in on him. Storm has made a move on Sticker. He's made that move and it's worked. Q is having a dive on Cam, and Cam's put the brakes on because he knew that was coming, and Q-Tip is still going for it. He's managed to get in front of the Toro Rosso here. But Cam's not going to let that place go easily. He's gone deep though, and Q-Tip's managed to do the cutback. And Storm, yes, did get that position off of Sticker. Storm up to 9th, Sticker down to 10th. Gavin will be feeling a bit positive, a bit more positive than he was after the first turn. Cam has pitted. That's not a surprise. He was falling down the order very quickly. El Gross has pitted as well. Maybe he sustained some damage somewhere. He's gone onto the mediums though, so he'll be looking to do a 2-stop, I believe. And I think he might... Did he start? No, he started on the soft, so he can go double medium. But yes. It's quietened down now. And the racing points are getting closer. I don't think I saw these two, Ryan and Zero, switch places, but they have. But Zero has got a charging Haas. It is a Ferrari, but he is a Haas driver. Tim coming at him, having a look up the inside. Zero's going to defend. Again, Tim's done this once already. He's not going to be able to do the cutback there though, and he's going to have to just defend the insides here. Put that car where it needs to go. Oh, and Zero went for the cutback there, I think, up the inside. It was daring, I have to say. But, oh, and he's coming into the pits. He feels as though those softs are done. Cam has said he did have damage, and I do remember seeing that. He was in the middle of 2 cars at turn 1, and I did see a bit of end plate come off, so he is correct. That's why he was struggling for pace there in those last few laps. So Zero and Colo pit. Colo's gone onto the soft, so people are going for very different tyre strategies here. Everyone in top 10 is separated by at least over a second. There's no real fights going on, but Ryan is closing in on KV Lion. The Racing Points are on the soft tyres, so these tyres aren't going to be lasting too long. So what's going to happen here? Renault are definitely still in the fight in the constructors. Mercedes currently occupy 3rd place, and then it's the Renault team in 4th and Toro Rosso in 5th. And Renault will definitely be looking to try and gain on Mercedes today. They're against Gavin. TTG Storm is a reserve. It is usually Warris Lander in the other Merc, but he is not with us. So Ryan and Zero do have a good chance. And who's this? Sticky's gone off. Has he got damage? He hasn't got damage, thankfully, but I suggest he gets round to the pits and makes a pit. But here we are, it's bunching up the front as the medium runners of Ryan and Tim start to gain on the 2 Racing Points. Will we see a Racing Point pit here? No, they're staying out. So I believe the Racing Points must be pushing for a 2-stop. 1 stop, sorry, 1 stop. Oh, and Ryan might have to start thinking about behind him instead of in front, because Tim has caught right up to the back of that Renault. And Sticku does pit after that incident where he ran wide somewhere. And now look at these 4. We got a right train for the lead. Who's going to make the move? It looks like it's going to be Ryan on KV. Tim's not able to get there. Ryan is going up the inside of KV Lion. He's made the move and KV Lion's left it. And Tim is inviting himself to the party. He's stuck a little nose in, showing KV that he's there. He's got much better grip, and Tim's... Oh, he's nearly lost the car. What a save from Tim. That was nearly barrier central. That car was headed straight for the barriers then. And that is a superb save from the Haas driver. Will we see a Racing Point come in now? No, they still don't come in. This is very interesting. They're trying to hold out for as long as possible. Who's going to make the move? Ryan, is he going to make the move on Spies? He is. Tim's going to make the move on KV Lion as well. Ryan goes quite deep. He's got the place. KV Lion's defending up the inside from the Haas driver of Tim venting. They're going side by side in the S's. Side by side, and Tim has got the move done in the S's. Wow. Great driving by all 4 of these drivers. And the tide has turned for now. The Racing Points have now both moved down in the order. Ryan now leads, and I think Tim will be making a move on Spies anytime soon. There's a bit of action at the back. We've got Cola Man and Fiscal. Cola Man's just made a move. He's on those fresh softs. He's putting in the laps right now. And Spies is the first racing point to come in. KB9's going to have to go another lap because they cannot double stack with them being so close to each other. So Tim does not have to make a move on a car. And he moves up to second, KB Line back up to third, and Q-Tip is now just over 2 seconds behind KB Line. But KB Line may be into the pits at the end of the next lap, so I don't know if he'll get a chance to have a go at the racing points. And Spice comes out in 7th, just ahead of Colo Man. So Spice has gone to the mediums, wow. So Spice is going to try and take these mediums 17 laps. Very interesting. Fiscal has now pitted. AstraZeneca has also pitted. We're waiting on the medium runners of Ryan, Tim, Q-Tip and Storm to pit. And KB Line should be pitting very soon. I believe, as it stands, Q-Tip could be winning the Drivers' Championship, where he is currently sat. KB Line does go into the pits as expected. We've got a little fight going on lower down. Cam and Gavin both having a bit of a sticky start. Oh, Storm has pitted 10 laps on the mediums. He's done 11 laps, sorry, and he's going on to the hards till the end. And here's Gavin having a look at Cam. He's going up the inside, and he's got to deal with his teammate for this race, Storm, just coming out of the pits. And maybe that stopped him making the full-on move there, because that was slightly off-putting. Oh. We've got a challenge for the lead. Tim is going up the inside of Ryan. He's made the move. Ryan's going to try the switchback with Tim. Great exit. Great exit speed. And Tim from 15th is now into the lead of the American Grand Prix. God, what a race. Who cares about qualifying, eh? If we've got the speed in a race, don't bother. Oh, we've got an incident. Cam is out. Cam is into the wall. Oh dear, we have a VSC. Stickoot has got a horrid gearbox. Cam is into the wall. There he is. And what has happened there? Ryan pits under the virtual safety car. So does Q-Tip. Now has Cam been squeezed into the wall? He was fighting down. It'll be very interesting to see what happened to the Toro Rosso, as both Toro Rosso drivers are now out of this race. And Ryan, getting up to the VSC, he's come out in 2nd place on the hard tyre. That has worked out tremendously well for him. Q-Tip's come out ahead of KB Lion also. They've done very well pitting under the VSC there. And Tim now may regret not pitting under the virtual safety car. Cam has commented, he said, "That's my bad. I went on the red and overtake Gavin." We didn't see it, so could have lost grip. You don't know. Ozone is behind his teammate. Sorry, Zero. Ozone is the team he races for. Q-tip. Q-tip on the softs. Interesting. Very interesting. So Q-tip will be pitting again. He's made a move on Colo Man into turn 1. Colo Man's defending as hard as he can. Oh, and they're side by side in the S's. That's not going to end well. And Colo Man's had to back out there. It's not an overtaking place at all. I'm surprised that they both headed into that, really wanting to get the place. Q-tip has come out of that with the position, and ahead of him there's 3 cars currently fighting. Ryan's moved to the inside, and it's a Renault sandwich. Here we go. Spies going up the inside, and he's come out on, still on 0. Ryan's got away with it. He's in the clear. Spies has moved up to 3rd, and Q-tip, look at that, he's already on the back of these guys. He's zooming with those fresh softs. Tim has not pitted yet, he's still going. Oh, and Q-tip's made a move down into the final turn up the inside. He's made the move on 0. And he's up to 4th place. The man has pitted those 8 laps softs. Those softs are done. He will be going on to mediums for the rest of the race. 13 laps, easily done. Yellow flag. El Grospido has gone off somewhere and he's lost his left end plate. And that is El Grospido out of the race. He has left the session. That's right, round 2 down the straight, and Spies is already going for the move on Ryan. Yeah, I think he's got a fast championship leader behind him. And Spies is now going to look around the outside of Ryan here. He's making that move, and Q-tip's made a lead as well on the Racing Point. And the Racing Point has gone from overtaking Renault to being behind the Haas driver. Not what Spies was hoping for. Q-tip's gone for the move on Ryan. He's gone up the inside. What a move. I think Dick. He has. He's gone a bit wide though for round here. Batting away. What a pass this is. Oh, and Ryan's gone slightly wide. Second to last turn. He's managed to keep the pace up though. And now, will we see a move? There's the fastest lap. Q-tip, 135.5. And Spies, will he make a move on Ryan? No. 0 is still very much in this. KV line, 2.5 seconds behind. If these guys keep fighting, he will definitely get involved here. And so the gap was 18 seconds to the leader. It is now less than 18 seconds. I wonder if Tim is trying to long out the mediums as long as he can, so we can go on to softs at the end. But so far, the 2 Hasses have taken control of the race in what looked quite bleak at the start, with the Racing Points being 1 and 2. They have turned this race on its head. Tim, yes, has to pit. Q-tip, most likely, yes, has to pit again. So this will be very interesting to see how this plays out. Oh, we know Q-Tip is going to be able to get away a little bit on these softs, but he's done 3 laps. And they're lasting about 7-8 laps, I think, at their max. And then Ryan's tyres will be much better condition. KB Line is catching. He is gaining on the group, mainly 0 at the moment. Gavin a bit of the way off. Storm, bit of a gap there. Coleman pitted for fresh mediums. He's on these mediums till the end. I'm sure he'll be bringing that gap down to Storm. Stiku currently running in 10th. He's a bit behind Colo as well. Fiscal is also a bit behind Stiku. And Zinica is also over 10 seconds behind his teammates. So these guys may be hoping for a stroke of luck and a safety car to sort of bring them back into contention, because Ferraris do need the points over Alfa Romeo, and Alfa Romeo are currently getting 2 points courtesy of Colo Man. KV Lion is now caught up with the rest of these guys, or mainly 0 at the moment. Will he be making the move into turn 1? Spies is very much sticking with Ryan right now. But he's not making the move, and KV Line's looking at 0 into turn 1. 0 knew he was coming, and he's managed to stay clear of any contact, and he has kept the position. Spice has got a 3-second penalty. As they pass the ghost of El Gros Vido's past. Here comes Spies. Can he now get the move done on Ryan at the end of this long back straight? He's going to have to go around the outside, Ryan defending the inside. See, Ryan is parking that Renault perfectly. KV Line has made the move on Ryan's teammate 0, and he's up to 5th, and I'm sure he will be joining the fight here with Spies. But oh, Tim has pitted. Tim will be going onto the softs, definitely for sure. Q-Tip will take the lead of the race. Where is Tim going to come out? He's going to come out, I believe, just behind 0. Here he comes. Oh no, he's going to come out ahead of 0 and ahead of KV Lion. KV Lion, that is going to be an annoying car to see come out of the pits ahead of you, because he is on the fresh softs, and there's no way he's going to be catching that car as long as that car stays clean on the track. So, the one driver here that we're not sure what's going to happen with is Q-Tip. He's got another 9 laps for these soft tyres that are already six laps old. So will we see him pit? Or will he try and hold out as best as he can? Ryan was a second behind. He has dipped under a second now. Tim is already onto the back of Spies. Spies not making that move on Ryan is now going to have to change his mindset to defending, and he's gone wide. He's gone wide into the second last turn, and that is a nice and easy invitation for Tim, and he accepts it. He takes that position, moves up onto the podium, and look, Ryan is definitely gaining on Q-Tip. What is Q-Tip going to do? 8 laps here left, and if he pits, I'm pretty sure, let's have a look. Gaps to leader. I think if he pits, he's going to come out about where Storm and Colo Man are. Look at that, Tim is almost pushing Ryan around this track now. He's going to make the move before the straight on the Renault driver. He's gone up the inside. He's got DRS as well, so he will be able to defend. And here goes Ryan, hards versus fresh softs. What's going to happen? They've touched wheels. Q-Tip is on the outside. They're both going to be making a move. Oh, and what's happened? And Tim has got the lead. Q-Tip's still in the second place. Ryan's going up the inside. Spies is now getting involved. Tim's backed off. Q-Tip's gone into the lead. Spies gone second. Ryan's third. Tim. Oh, Ryan and Spies have had contact. Tim's up to third now. Ryan down to fourth, and Spies out of all of that has come out in second, but no, Tim comes back again. Wow, what a little section of fighting that was. And Q-Tip does pit. He does pit. He can't carry on. The tyres have gone. Tim now leads this race. Spies second. Finally got that move done on Ryan. Ryan having a look into turn 1. He's not going to be able to make it happen. Where's Q-Tip going to come out? Storm has been worrying about Colo Man behind him. So will Q-Tip get out ahead of these two? It looks so. That's going to be a relief. He's going to have some clean air. And he's going to have his sights on catching Gavin. He's 9 seconds behind. He's going to have to go quite fast. Colo, 8th place off of Storm, going into turn 1. And KV Lions battling with Ryan. KV Lion has got ahead of the Renault driver. Here we go again. Ryan is not going to let that place go. He's going up the inside. Can he park that car as well as he has been doing? Ryan sticking to the inside. There's a bang of wheels. All fair. All elbows. KV Lion making a dive down the inside. He can't stop that car quick enough. And Ryan eventually keeps that position. Oh, this is a real fight. A real fight. I have to say, Tim has done exceptionally well. Didn't take part in qualifying, and now look at him. Up to first place. He's had a phenomenal race. He has done brilliantly here. He has reacted when Haas needed him to. He's taking the fight to the racing points. KV Lion still battling away. He still wants that podium. Ryan gonna have to defend again. He's done a lot of defending this race, Ryan. He's done so valiantly. He's got 6 more laps to do so. I'm sure he'll be trying to actually... Oh, KV Lion's made the switch up the inside. Whew. Wow. What a quick move from the Dutch driver on the Dutch driver. And KV Lion has got ahead. A nice little switch there from the racing point. Oh, how late did he do that? But how exquisite was that? Almost pretty much to perfection. And Ryan, I'm sure, will not be happy about that. He'll definitely be wanting this podium position, as the Renaults are both having quite a good race, actually. 4th and 5th place at the moment. Zero does seem to... Oh, Tim picks up a 3-second time penalty. He is currently over 5 seconds ahead of Spies, so it won't adjust his position too much. We're not sure on all the penalties so far. I'm not going to look. If I had a commentator with me here, I would be asking them, a co-commentator, I would be asking them to take a look at the penalties, but I'm not going to have a look myself. Is KV Line going to have a move on his teammate? No. I wonder if team orders will come into play here. KV Lion is still fighting for the Drivers' Championship. There's a yellow flag. Yellow flag in Sector 3. That is Extra Zinica. No, it's not. Who is that? Who was it? Oh, it was Tim. It was Tim. I didn't even realise. Tim's made a mistake. And now that 3-second time penalty that he picked up is going to make a difference. Oh, and Zero's pitted. He can't take those 17 lap old mediums any further. He's going to come out behind Colo. Will he come out behind Storm? That is the question. I think he will. So he's down to 9th. He's got 4 places to catch that Mercedes, and it's not too far ahead. But wow. We thought Tim was going to just run away with this one and take it. But he has had a mistake. He's not out of the running yet. Spied is within a second. He's got the DRS. KV Lion, I'm sure, will be wanting to get past his teammate. But his teammate does look like he's defending a bit. He did move to the middle of the track there, just slightly. And I don't think he wants to give this up. I am keeping an eye on Q-Tip. He's now down to 3 seconds behind Gavin. Can he make that gap up before the end of the race? Zero is definitely going to get past Storm. Storm's on hard tyres. Zero's on brand new softs. Zero moves up to 8th place. Seneca picks up another penalty. Spies has got DRS this time, but he is now 1.2 seconds behind the leader of Tim Ventink. So as KB Lion is challenging for the Drivers' Championship, will Spies give him 2nd place at the end? It'll be very interesting to see. I do believe Spies may have a penalty. I haven't seen KV Line pick up one, so it may be given to him anyway. There is a few battles going on. So we've got the racing points. We've got Q-Tip under 2 seconds now behind Gavin. He will catch that Mercedes before the end. Here goes KV Line. He's going to make that move. So KV Line has been released. Going to be no defence from his teammate, so I believe that was just a quick switcheroo. KV Line's going to try and track down Tim, who does have a 3-second penalty, so he's within that 3 seconds still. KV Line's won 3 in a row. Could it be 4? It could be 4. We have Luke H in the comments supporting Extra Zinica. Currently lying 12th, picked up a few penalties. He's not had a great day at the office, the Ferrari driver, but he's still going, and that is something I admire very much. It's one of the things I admire very highly. And Zero is having a look around the outside of Coleman. Coleman sticks to the inside. Oh, Zero nearly goes flying into the back of the Alpha. Q-Tip now down to a second behind Gavin. So we got a couple of fights here. Racing Points still sticking there in the podium positions. What about Ryan? Can Ryan upset the Racing Point podium party? He is on the mediums. No, he is on the hards, sorry. Spies and Lion are both on mediums. They're on 14 and 15 lap old mediums. Ryan is on 13 lap old hards. His hards should be in much better condition than the tyres of the two Racing Points. Q-Tip gaining on the Mercedes, but he's not going to be able to make a move on this lap. Ozone Zero is having a look at Coleman once more. Here they go. Oh, and Coleman has defended the outside. Zero tried it down the inside. Oh, he's trying a KV Lion move. He's gone up the inside. And they're side by side here, going through sector 3. There's no switchbacks. He's trying to force his way around the outside. Coleman's defending with all his might. Elbows are definitely out. And Zero is sticking to the inside. I think, has he got the move done? Coleman's defending. And I don't think he should have been there. And he's waited to come back on the track, which is very good of him. Q-Tip has made the move into turn 1 on Gavin. So Q-Tip is up to 5th place in this race now. Oh, he has just picked up a 3-second time penalty. That is something very, very rare to see. Q-Tip is one driver that you don't see pick up many penalties at all. And he has got a 3-second time penalty. Probably just trying to push as hard as he can to catch this Mercedes driver. He's not going to be able to catch the Renault. Well done. Yeah, well done, Coleman, for not coming onto the track dangerously. Did mean he lost a place there to Storm. I believe he tried to defend a position that was already lost. In my opinion, Gavin is not giving up on 5th place. He's sticking to the back of the Haas driver as Tim is about to start the last lap. He's 2.5 seconds ahead of KV Line. He's got a 3-second time penalty. We know that. Is he going to be able to grab the win? He's on 9 lap old softs. They're not going to be in great condition. KV Line on 16 lap old mediums. They're not going to be in great condition. It's a race to the line. Can Ryan get on the podium? 15 lap old hards versus 17 lap old mediums. Drivers are going to be all out here. A lot of drivers still playing for things here. Oh, he's just looking, Ryan's looking a bit too far back from the Racing Point of Spies. I don't think he's going to get to Spies at the end of this straight. He is gaining, but he's not gaining enough. Oh, it's 2.7. It's 2.8. Tim is pushing as hard as he can. It's up to 2.9. Down to 2.8. Oh, Ryan's made a last-ditch move. Ryan's made a move in the middle of sector 3, and he's got ahead. But Tim, 2.7, 2.8. Tim's got to really push it to the line here. Tim wins the American Grand Prix, but KV Lion wins the 4th race in a row. Spies comes in 3rd. Ryan had penalties. Q-Tip, will he get 5th? Does Gavin have penalties? He does have penalties. Gavin gets 5th. Sorry, Q-Tip gets 5th. Gavin gets 6th. Zero gets 7th. Very good race from him. Storm will come home in 9th place. Oh, 7th place. He's gone ahead of Zero. Zero must have had a lot of penalties. Colo Man just misses out, by the way, on 8th. And Stiku will round up the top 10. And there we have it. Let's Get Fiscal. Unfortunate for the Ferraris today of Let's Get Fiscal and AstraZeneca. They did fight valiantly. They kept going. And I'm very grateful for these two to keep going. These are the type of drivers that I admire above anyone else. I admire them much more than the fastest ones, the guys that can win loads of races, the guys that keep going through thick and thin, loads of penalties, whatever, crashes out. That's what I respect. So plaudits to Let's Get Fiscal and AstraZeneca there. You are all good. But wow, there we have it. KB Lion wins a 4th race in a row due to Tim's 3-second time penalty. It was the tiniest of margins. Tiniest of margins. And 2 racing points. They're on the podium once more. They are definitely taking the fight to Haas. I will look at the KB Lion, the only one not to get a penalty. Who got the fastest lap? I believe Tim got the fastest lap, so he will be getting the extra point. That point could be valuable in the constructors' standings for Haas. So KB Lion wins, Tim comes in 2nd, Spies gets the last podium place due to penalties for Ryan in 4th, Q-Tip 5th, Gavin 6th, Storm comes home 7th, Ozone Zero 8th, Cola Man 9th, Stiku rounds off the top 10, and then Let's Get Fiscal, AstraZeneca, El Grospido, Cam and Fishy. Those 3 at the end did not finish this race. Let's see if we can speak to some of the guys that finished on the podium. We will be inviting Q-Tip in. Spies, there he is. Tim. Let's get these guys in. Let's get them in. Where are these guys? So Q-Tip came 5th. KV Lion came 1st. Good evening, KV. What a nail biter. We'll see if any of the others join before I quickly ask you some questions. I know you're probably trying to go. I'm just checking to see if the championship is done. $50 points left. No, 52 points left. There is Q-Tip. Hello Q, thank you for joining.
Oh, congratulations Kobe Line on another win, mate.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Are you getting
You
used
also
to
congrats.
it?
I think you got the championship, right? 5th place, 10 points.
No, I don't think to my maths.
I'm just checking now.
You got 233. I got.
It's not done. It's not done.
So you mean I still got a chance?
47 points difference. There's still 52 points available. So the championship goes on for another race. Anyway, we shall start with KV Line, a fourth win in a row. Are you getting tired of winning?
No, it actually feels better after the races. I mean, I can't even put it into words, man. I put hours into practice, and to finally have 4 wins in a row, I could never imagine this. I could never dream this. And especially against these kind of drivers. I mean, Tim drove incredible from P16 to second and with penalties. I mean, I should congratulate him, but obviously he will be very disappointed. Spice had an amazing pace. I never saw him this quick, so he's also improving. And Q-Tip again, just Mr. Consistent, man. Good job.
There, mate.
Yeah, there was Tim had a great race. He was on for the win until he had a little mess up in the middle of sector 3, and it came down to the tiniest of gaps.
Yeah.
And you've managed to win. I'm sure he'll be quite frustrated. But how was that race for you? Because you and your teammate were pretty much cruising, and then the soft started to go, and then you had to get involved.
There was no life left in those softs, man. This was all gone, and I wanted to pit, but Spice was actually going into the pit, before me. So I went one more round, and I lost about 2 seconds that round. But you know, there was one thing I always kept in mind in the S's: stay clean, because in the end there will be penalties, you know, and you never know what happens. And just you see what happened. I knew Tim had 3 penalties, so I knew I had to stay close. I was doing quali laps. Oh man, the sweat is dripping off my forehead.
Or drink that sweat in, because it's a winning sweat. That's for sure.
It is.
And so the Drivers' Championship is still up for grabs. You're still involved. We've got 2 races left, but also another double podium for Racing Point. Yes, Tim finished 2nd and Q-Tip finished 5th, but you could be level terms or above. I'm not sure, I haven't worked it out, but that's a good result for Racing Point, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know how many amount of money Stroll put into this Racing Point, but it's going really fast the last couple of races. So thank you, Mr. Stroll.
Well, let me quickly go on to Q-Tip. Q-Tip, well raced. You probably didn't have the easiest of races, and you went for the 2-stop. Why was that?
Well, I thought, you know, coming into this race, you know, we had a massive shot to win the championship on home turf in our nice American black and gold Lotus. I mean Haas, sorry. No, you know, we were feeling strong coming into this weekend. You know, we wanted a good result, and I think considering how our 2-stop played out, I think we were just a bit ambitious. I think we should have, played safe and went with the 1-stop, because I reckon we could have been in the battle for a potential podium, and potentially even the title might have been won tonight. But you know, I'm glad it's going down to the wire. You know, it's been a hard-fought championship season. You know, God knows how many drivers have led the championship, and it is a privilege to be leading the championship. And this man right here in the Racing Point, I don't know what Daddy's actually fueling your car with, but he's making some ducats work, let me tell you. And he's spending them in the right areas. But no, credit to Racing Point. You know, they've done a hell of a job. The last couple of races, they've been very, very strong. And I think Haas at the moment, for some reason, I think we're in a downward spiral, I would think. But we're keeping our heads up during these tough times.
Yeah, well, you say Haas are in a bit of a spiral, but Tim, coming in late, didn't make qualifying, and he's got himself a P2, so there is positives there for Haas.
Well, absolutely. You know, he did a phenomenal job today. Another robbed win for Haas. I make that 2 races we've been robbed of. The first one being Russia. Thank you, Vladimir, for that one. And now tonight, you could say we've been robbed again, thanks to penalties. But it is what it is at the end of the day. You know, he's working his arse off, and I like to think I'm working my arse off as well. But Racing Point, they've really, really come alive in this last quarter of the season, and we can't stop. Hopefully not, anyway.
No, they definitely have turned their revs up. But good race for you both. I think you both did well. Well done to Tim on the second place. Commiserations, he's probably quite annoyed that he didn't get a first. He drove a fantastic race. But yeah, Spice as well. Great podium for him. One last question for you both. Abu Dhabi next, the second to last race. What are your thoughts on Abu Dhabi as a track, KB Line?
Actually, I haven't been driving a lot in Abu Dhabi, so I won't think my chances are really that big. But you know, we'll give it all, and we'll try to let Q-Tip watch over his shoulders to the Pink Panthers.
And you, Q-Tip?
Well, it's a place where championships have been won through some big names such as Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel. But it doesn't mean it's guaranteed, so tune in 100% and we'll make it entertaining.
Yes.
That's for sure.
That is for sure. We had some great racing tonight. Everyone, please do come back next week, 8:30. It's been some great racing recently, and Abu Dhabi next, second last track before the finale in Brazil. I hope everyone enjoyed, and well done to you both once more. And everyone, have a good evening.
Have a good evening, lad.